Alright, I'm back at my favorite spot, especially when it's hot. I'm gonna dig that spot out right there. A lot of early sodas coming out from the late teens and early 20s. Can you see that? It's a giant snapping turtle. I was walking along the creek and there it was. If that thing bit my foot, that would be pretty painful. Alright, I just pulled out a straight-sided Coke. Of course it's broken, but very few of those are in here. And there's a Grover's Tasteless Chill Tonic. There's a Christmas Coke from Kelford with the top broken off. And now I'm getting into a layer. That was in 1915, but it's cracked and chipped. So I guess I'll leave that one behind. What do we got there? Well, same situation, but that's a patent office one. So it's pretty weird that patent office and 1915 dated bottles are right beside each other. Alright, I found a Chiro Cola. It's a nice blown in the mold one. It's got a little bit of a nick there. It's from Kelford. So I know Coke bottles are super common from Kelford, but I don't know about these. I haven't seen very many of them. Alright, I just popped out a super rare one from a town that I don't even know where it is. Had to be at least a $100 bottle. It's a lot older than this other stuff. Obviously it's blown in the mold. Okay, and 30 seconds later this was right beside it. It's a new burn. 1923, I believe. Okay, I got a 1915 and this one is actually in perfect condition. No lip chips on this one. No base chips either. And it's got an odd color. Definitely not your standard green. So that's probably a $20 bottle. About the only bottle that's in clear that's exciting is a Coke bottle that says 1915 on it. It's too bad it had to be broken. Alright, I just found a really great one this time. A Tarboro Pepsi. Sparkling clean. And very near mint. The only thing wrong with it is a little pinhead flake off of the lip. So that's definitely a pretty good one there. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's $100 or more. Probably keep this one in my collection. Alright, another Tarboro Pepsi. No, it's not a whole one. It's got that unusual downhill cola thing going on. Here's one I haven't seen for quite a while. A good grape. I remember finding one 15 years ago when I came to this part of North Carolina. It's too bad the top had to be broken off. Okay, I got myself a perfect Christmas Coke this time. For some reason the Christmas Cokes were a lot rarer than the 15s in this dump. Another one. It's a nice clean one. Different variation. It's broken off, but it'll make a nice Q-tip holder or toothpick holder or something like that. Then it's got the nice base and bottom embossing. So for a broken bottle I could probably still get $8 after I cut it off and polish it out. And as soon as I got back to that spot, I popped out this straight-sided Coke. It's broken, but it's a very clean example, and it's also from Tarboro. So I might still get a few dollars out of that. Alright, I found something different now. King Cola. The royal drink from Norfolk. Not the best town to have a bottle from, but it's a pretty neat looking bottle, and it looks like it's going to turn purple. Delicious piece of eye candy. You gotta love these. Of course it does have a few pieces chipped out of the base, but a gorgeous bottle anyway. Could certainly get at least $12 to a beginning collector who doesn't have one yet. Alright, I got one of these soda waters. Good looking Art Deco style from the Chiro Cola company. Columbus, Georgia, which is pretty much standard for knee-high products. Looks like a 1915 sticking out there. And it is pretty close to perfect. It has a pretty big chip on the lip actually. Okay, I got something else different here. Crown Bottling Works Scotland neck. Never seen one before. It's too bad it had to be broken. Alright, there's a AGW American Glass Works. That is a beautiful shade of blue for a Coke bottle. Sure was a nice looking bottle before the top got broken off. And of course it's a 15. Still, with a color like that, I'm going to keep it. Okay, there's a 1915. Slightly damaged, but this one's unusual. As you can see, all there is on the bottom is that line. And some little bumps. I don't know what that means. No great bottles just laying around like that Pepsi bottle last time. But it certainly is an interesting area. So many bottles came out of the ground here that, well, I guess I'll pull on a few of these and see. Nope, that one's a broken one. How about that one? Hey, we got a whole one there. Well, it's got a big crack in it, but it's a Chiro Cola. Okay, I found this style Chiro Cola. Of course, the top sheared off. Then a semi-modern bottle came out. It's also got the top sheared off. Then a 1915 with the crude Coca-Cola embossment on the bottom. Of course, it's broken, but might saw it off and make a pencil holder. Another semi-modern bottle, but at least this one says South Hill, Virginia on it. Well, that would have been a really nice one. I don't know what this one is. It's pure clear and it's a semi-automatic bottle machine. Got to be about 1917. Maybe it's an older variant from a Hosky. Then I found another Tarboro that's all busted up. Well, there's a straight-sided Coke. I found a lot of topless bottles here, but this one's bottomless. Another Pepsi from Tarboro. Broken off, of course. Okay, I got some sticking out, so of course that one's broken. This one might be intact. Nope, but at least it's something different, slightly different. There's a nice whole looking one. Well, of course it's broken off too. One more. Nope. Found a Columbus, Georgia Chiro Cola. This one's actually perfect. Then I found a cobalt blue medicine type bottle, and no, it isn't a Broma seltzer. Then I got this odd soda with Suffolk written in really big print. Probably was a Pepsi. That one looks whole. Well, it's got a base chip and a lip chip. But it is a 1915, and this one happens to be from Rocky Mount, which I haven't found any of these yet, so I'm going to keep it. Another cobalt blue bottle. We've got a Christmas Coke, and it's from Suffolk. It's chipped up pretty bad, but I may keep it just because it's something different. There's something different. Lime Cola. That one is from Franklin, Virginia. Too bad about that. There's a 1915. And that one's from Huntington, West Virginia. That's a long ways off. It does have a lip chip, but otherwise it looks pretty nice, so it's a keeper. There's a Pepsi. It's another Tarboro. It's got a flash crack with some stain in it. Top sheared off, but I'm sure I could sell it for $10 to somebody. It's a nice clean one. There's lime cola of a different style. It's from Fayetteville. Well, even with the broken top, I'm going to saw it off and make another pencil holder. Well, there's an unusual one. No damage except for what I just did to it when I scratched it with my raking tool. But it's amazing how that stayed in the wet gravel all these years and the paint's still good. Well, there's something different. It's the Big Frosty. It's extremely common, and I'm not at all upset about that one being broken. This one, however, is somewhat better. The May Pop. It's a classic Art Deco style bottle. This one I'm definitely sad to see broken because it's from Kelford. A lot of people didn't even know they had a Orange Crush bottling company in Kelford. I guess they just bottled it in 1922 and 23 or something like that. Alright, I just found a Churro Cola, and this one is from Rocky Mount. And it is in mint condition. Nothing at all wrong with this one. So that's probably a good $12 bottle. Another drum Pepsi. Of course, it's also broken like most all of them. That's from Hosky. That is in the book for about $350. Then I got one showing right there. So I'm going to reach in and hopefully it'll be intact. Well, of course it's broken. A really boldly embossed one. Even the LGW 23 is super big and bold. No town name on that one though. Still, it's not too badly damaged, so I'll keep it. Alright, got a straight side of Coke. Of course it's chipped. And it's about the most bland looking straight side of Coke ever made, and it's from Norfolk, which is not a good town to have one from. So anyway, I can still get $5 because straight side of Cokes are very popular. Well, there's something different. It's a pretty common beer from the late teens. I've got plenty of them at home. It's just maybe the oldest thing we've found so far. Another drum Pepsi. No town on this one. At least it's not all beat up, it's just got the top broken off. So obviously I'm going to keep that one. Alright, got a nice layer right there. That one's broken, of course. This one looks nice. It's a Churro Cola. It's almost a clear variant. It's from Rocky Mount. Too bad about that. What about this one? Certainly looks to be perfect. Yeah, it is. Not even a lip chip on this one. It's another 1915, I'm sure. Yep, there it is. So that's a nice score there. Here's one from a different town. It's just a D patent, but it is from Williamson, West Virginia. I don't even know where that is, and I've dug in West Virginia quite a bit.